Alright, our opponent is going first, and today we are playing deck that you will absolutely love. This is like Poisoner Lifegain removal deck with tons of synergies, like we have Virtue of Persistence, Lifegains, Shelly, Lifegains. Poisoner, removes a creature and also Lifegains. So this will be fun. We also can even use turn 1. And by the way, we also have some demon synergies, because this also life gains with the demon, and it's very easy to do, especially when you play Sheoldred. Of course, we got more, like the same amount of Shellies and lands, so that's not exactly optimal, but don't you worry. We'll try to get it right. And our opponent is like, well, is this guy having a cut down? This is one of the cool parts about the deck. You can actually fake a cut down. I did a bad job because I didn't think about it. And now I will show that I have priority. This is kinda important. And they cannot cast anything because then they lose the creature if we have cut down. And it looks like we have. Don't tell me they will play into it. So this guy sees a priority. Nobody plays Poisoner, so they are not playing again. See, they played into it. Unfortunately, this guy knows. And he still went with it, because if it works, they are getting... yeah, he knows. Alright, let's take the damage, and unfortunately we'll have to show what was the play. I need the icon. Yeah, cheers. Cheers, bro. However, and that was the funnest start to the game. Let's go with Virtue of Persistence. We still want to keep the board clear. We are already at 15, even after playing removal, so we have some work to do. I really want to drop Sheoldred first. I would love to get the Poisoner value. Like, you can just play it as a creature and try to lifelink, which is already very good very often, especially when you have so many Sheoldreds. Like, they probably cannot go through them. Slick Shot is always a problem because it just flies over your head, kills you, and you better have instant removal. Alright, I'll be honest, guys, this is Poisoner turn. Even though I absolutely love going for the, minus, this has to do. This has to do. They probably have torched the tower, but I need to risk it. It also taps their mana and wastes the spell that could be used with prowess later. They did not cast it, so I assume they don't have it. Corey, everyone's favorite, but we have Shelly. This is interesting one. So of course they will get ahead because they are a red deck. So they remove your creatures while also creating creatures and drawing cards. They do everything better than every deck, which is fine. And now we could actually try to hit them where it hurts. I generally like getting rid of, all the cards. Sheoldred is super cool, man. I need one more turn to go for the Poisoner with, something else. If we draw a land, of course. So Shelly is a problem, because we can drop it. We will be forced to probably trade against it. So I think the better play is this. A little bit of a weird one. But it kinda works, right? We basically remove one of their last cards, so we just cut their power by 50%. Let's see the card. Alright, we didn't cut the power by 50%. They need 2 spells, and one of them is random. So let's see, they are actually good at magic. They hit it. Because if that was a land from the top, whatever they had in the hand, it wouldn't matter. So this is already a ton of damage, but land will win us the game anyway. No land, thank you. And it's going great so far. I think now we need Shelly. And this is the most important draw of the game. I think we should be winning unless they draw something insane like Stock Up. And I was legit thinking about Stock Up. This is like the only card that they can draw here. And they did. They are good at magic, and with this draw they are back into the game. It's crazy how big RNG is. Like, if you get a card like this, you instantly are back into the game. Otherwise they would be basically out. But I think we still will win this. We could go for the Poisoner. We cannot attack, so this is important. I could start with the Heist, which seems really good. You just want to discard. Your cards are way better. All you need to do is just get rid of this obnoxious stock up that gives them tons of longevity. I actually don't mind Corey at this point. Man, there is a chance they will top deck a spell and they can cast this into this spell, which can deal a lot of damage. But with all the life gain, I will try to raise. I think this is better. Shelly is, as you probably know, kinda good at racing. And we are gaining 2 lives, so Poisoner is already activated. Let's play it. The downside of this play is that your opponent sees what is, going on the next turns, but I still think it's worth it. We'll probably keep the food token. I'm not exactly sure what we are playing against. I thought it's Mirror, but right now it's not. Zoraline. Perfect target for our Virtue. I would guess they have 2 and they don't have other 3-drops. Because the play is not very good here, but maybe they hope we don't have removal. Let's go for the Sanctuary. Next turn will be Shelly. So this is a perfect hit. We got... Well, the mana that we got ahead won't be really used. We don't have Duress to use it, but we still got a very good trade. Alright. And now I think we'll start dropping this. It will probably die. You know what? It will die. So let's go for Revenant, because it's a little bit better. See the stick? Oh, that's your removal. So there's no point in wasting better creature, because this has value in the graveyard. And it's 3-drop instead of extremely powerful 4-drop. So if you expect removal, why would you lose a creature? For no reason. I will still play Shelly, because we have Virtue of Persistence. This will die, and probably the next one will also die, but I hope that the ones from Virtue will, will survive. Maybe now we will play the Poisoner. Here's the Rhino, not as scary to be absolutely honest. We need to check the priority. Oh, Annex is insane. This card is really good. However, they might have something like Terra Sunder or stuff. So if they play Abzan and Rhinos, they absolutely play the Priest. So they can hit our hand like 100%. They probably play 3 or 4. So this is not safe in our hand. Something to consider. I think it's safer in the board. We could also 3-drop into 3-drop, which is super nice. And draw cards. Alright, I'm going for it. Especially that we have the Sanctuary. Well, I could... No, we cannot. We cannot. Because you need to -4/-4 this, so that's... But here you go. That's a 0/0. We don't need it. We just want a lot of plays, because as you can see, things keep dying. But at some point, they will stop, and we're starting to get card advantage. And with Poisoner, Shelly, I think this is the breaking point when our opponent is like getting outscaled like super hard. By the way, we could play Virtue, but I don't think we want to. So I could go with this into Poisoner. This is 2 different cards. I could also... Can I kill this? Can I kill this? So I can go for 2. I need 1 more. I can do it on the next turn. So for this reason... No, Shelly is better here. This is a bit of a weird play, but I think this will be the best play. We don't need to go super heavy on tempo, and Shelly prevents the damage, which also really helps. I don't care about the damage, we'll win on value. Here's the Priest. Oh, they want to hit, but they won't! They actually won't, because this is not in our hand. Man, this would be perfect. Love it. Man, we played it masterfully. This is exactly dodging the Priest, and this is exactly what I said, that Annex is not safe in our hand. Against different decks, I would keep Annex in hand for way longer. This is how we play against, the archetype that your opponent is using. And now we can kill stuff for free. Seems nice. As you can see, they cannot burst us anymore. Let's play land. So I just need 1 of them. Let's go. 5. Easy. This is so good. So what is more threatening? I think I will get the creature, because it's a chump blocker. It's also... They have Kirin, I think. Cut down is fine. Like, it doesn't matter. The effect is already on the stack, and it's based on how much life gain you got, so the creature doesn't matter. So we get free creature, and now we can use Revenant on Shelly. Man, this deck absolutely slaps. I love it. When I built it, everything just clicked. It's like completely perfect. You have Shelly, that is already an extremely good card, and it gives you life gain at the draw step, which means that you don't need to pay anything for the Poisoner. And everything is just life gain. Annex is life gain, like Virtue is life gain, and also win con. Revenant is just 2 for 1 in a way. Man, this is just perfect. Look at this. We outvalue them. We have more cards, more board, and we also have win con that they cannot do anything about. I can fully ignore this. This is just 3 damage. Man, this feels so good. Like, this is the coolest part about this. Like, Virtue is great removal that Lifegains, synergizes with the Poisoner, and also gives you all of those creatures back. You can get Poisoner every turn and just keep removing creatures. So how do we close this game? This is Flyer? Nope. I will just hit their face. That's what we do now. Oh, I'm having so much fun. Black decks are so fun always. I won't go for Virtue yet, because I think this might maybe be an answer. So I will just flood the board. They don't play sweepers, or at least they shouldn't. You never know, but they shouldn't. And we're back to 30, and they're dead on the next turn. So that's how we win. And here's your power honk for the win of the day. I don't think our opponent has anything in the deck that beats this. This is such a good hand. We're on the play with Duress, Breaker, Poisoner, and Annex. Like, bro. Now let's start, see the matchup. I actually do not mind seeing... Guess, one card is different than the others. Here you go. Your deck just dropped like 30% of power. So let's see. They want to draw another. If they cannot, they will be in some pickle. They didn't go for the Swift Spear, which is interesting. I can respect that. So they're going for stronger play on the next turn. I guess they wanted Surveil, maybe. So I could go for double Poisoner. Discarding doesn't matter. They have 4 lands. They only need like 2 or 3 to play the game. So if you discard a card with Momentum Breaker, you literally wasted the card. Especially if they draw another one. And having double Poisoner can help us in the future turns. This will be scary because our opponent is super aggressive, as usually. And if we drop Annex, we might die very quickly. Alright, so that's all of their plays. We can go for, you know, the play. I really want something that... Oh, not a great draw. I could just go with Poisoner, to be honest. We know they don't have removal. Yeah, this is the play. And we probably... I mean, obviously we won't block. This one, I don't like the other. Let's see. They need to draw Burst Lightning. And then they might win. If not... Okay, we can absolutely punish Swing Call. And if they don't have removal for Poisoner, we can take over this game super quickly. The damage doesn't matter when you life gain so much. This is nice. Alright. Swing. Oh, it feels so good, man. And with this, I honestly think we can win the game. And now we go for Poisoner. There's no priority, which means you can block this. It's 3, yep. And now you get free removal on their biggest creature, you have double life. You can see that they are getting completely wrecked, man. Even with talents, they get tons of value, but it will be too slow. Like, if they take Monstrous Rage, it's 5 mana Monstrous Rage. I could try to trade, but we don't need to. Because we have more. Okay, we go for this. We can start making demons. So even if they can pump the creature, it's fine. And I don't think they can. But even if, we will gladly trade. Monstrous Rage gets them to 3 toughness. So it could be a Monstrous Rage if they hesitated, but didn't do it. If I cast this, it's not the worst. But I think there's like no way we are not going for Ritual Chamber. This demon is literally found the next turn because this is 12 damage. Actually even more with Annex. So they will scoop right now, I think. And here's your honk for scooped mono red for the day. Oh, this is perfect. And I have to say, this deck is just smooth. Everything just works together perfectly. Tell me if you want more videos about this deck, because I genuinely super enjoyed playing it, and it seems to be so strong against those aggro decks that hope that you don't have life gain. And look, we're at 19 against their 11. Appreciate no rope, because I thought that our opponent will rope. And as you can see, as long as you have this kind of life gain, bro, go for it. What will you do to me? Like, I don't need to block. The correct choice was to block, by the way, but we don't even care. Sure, like on 1 mana they cannot deal damage. See, every time they attack, we ignore it, they scoop. Alright guys, can you spot why this is a good hand? I'll give you a second. There is one card that is different than the others. Yep, Annex. With Annex, you are guaranteed to win the long game. So let's try to not hit anything with Duress. Still? Oh no, we are on the draw. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. So if we are on the draw, we cannot play Annex, our best card. However, we have Bat. So this card cannot be removal. Because we can beat everything else. We need Annex. We absolutely need Annex. Please, no removal. Because I need to get the... Okay, I need to get the Priest. This is the hit for this turn. Because if they remove Annex, suddenly I have no value. The game still isn't over. You can beat them with without Annex. But it depends on the draws. And with Annex, you should be ahead generally. So let's go for it while we can. They might go for the Priest on the next turn. We life gain a little bit. Man, you wouldn't believe how much this life gain from the Bat helps during the game. If it hits like 2-3 times, man, it's like full Revenant hit. Grim Bubble. Alright, at this point it's, you know, something we can live with. They will hit the hand, they will get strong creature, but now we can unlock our game plan at least. And we could even turn Sanctuary into a demon. Let's see, or maybe they go with Kirin. Okay, so they want to go Kirin into Bubble potentially. I will play the Sanctuary. Well, no, because I need to think about my play first. This will probably miss, so I don't think it has too high priority. I think this could be Sanctuary, but if they kill it, we have some issues. They could also no, they need to bounce it. Because if they don't kill Sanctuary, it's better play. I mean, Revenant is kinda good here. Okay, guys. I think we go like this. Just to make sure nothing bad happens. I won't hit this bubble, probably. There might be a scenario where they play something, bounce it, and then we know about it. Oh, this was so good. Alright, I'm super happy with this decision. We also know they have nothing. This doesn't die to bubble. And it starts to live game on the next turn. So if they cannot remove it, that's really good. We also need to be careful of killing creatures, because the Road Watcher... Alright, a Road Watcher can get it back. Kirin is acceptable. Hopefully they don't draw another one, but I think this should not happen. And even if they go 2 for 1, well, this is literally the perfect draw. Okay, I see. But fortunately now we will have demons, so hopefully. Yeah, let's go for it. We need something absolutely chunky. And this is the chunkiest demon of Standard. Look at this face, just pure chunkiness. So I need them to not draw removal again. And I honestly think this should be easy, because they probably don't have too much removal that hits huge creatures. As you can see, everything is stat based. They might have momentum breakers, so that will probably be a strong draw. Priest doesn't matter, because with Annex we always have more cards, so they can hit a little bit quality of our draw. But when we kill this, bro, I want to point out, if we kill this is a 7/7 spirit, and this might be their downfall. So I'm pretty happy with this play. This is the point of the game where we should win. I think I just attack with the demon. With Revenant. So we go Revenant on this one. Here you go. Oh, I love this play. This is so good. They see the Revenant. I tried to hide it, but I just realized that it was revealed. So now they cannot really do anything about it. Yeah, this is the point where they absolutely crumble. And thanks to Annex, we have all of those extra cards. I think we drew like 4 cards from this. Turn 3, right? So 1, 2, 3, and that's 4 probably. Yeah, so basically our whole hand except like 1 card will be Annex. And this is the difference between winning the value game and not winning it. Probably a correct choice. The only way they will win is trying to be aggro, but at this point I don't think there are any draws that get them back into this game. And yeah, that's it. I think. They cannot deal 17 damage, so they cannot outrace us, and they cannot outvalue us because their deck is weaker because they don't have Annex. Priest is fine. By the way, we actually have 1 mana of value in the whole hand, but that's fine. The 7/7 didn't come into play, which is kind of surprising. I was sure this will be their downfall. This is what, 5, 8 damage? Sure, bro. Go for it. I believe in you. then this is how you can play if you get this kind of life gain. Like, you can literally ignore everything, and then they scoop after attack. Man, already feels perfect. Like, whenever I see hand with this deck, it's like, yeah, we will have so much. So I can already make turn 1 play into either Bat, Heist, Breaker. Man, like, we have so much. I shouldn't show priority when there are no creatures. Right, I should show priority right now. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because we will still cast it. But if you don't want to cast it or aren't forced to, it's better to go a little bit differently about it. Alright, so this is kinda important. We can hit their hand, but maybe it's too early for it. I could try to hit... So the problem is if they have like double 2-drop, this does nothing. If they have only 1 2-drop and they don't have Burst Lightning, this hits super hard and it can win you the game. And you cannot know which one is better. Momentum Breaker should be kinda nice here. I think this is better. We start the speed, probably won't matter for a while, but it might at some point. And also, oh, this is, okay, I expected a different deck. This will be a little bit, you know, rougher. So they want to double spell. So if they have Burst Lightning, if you play Poisoner, you will get absolutely obliterated because they play 2-drop with Haste, then Burst Lightning your Poisoner, they get the token and you are so far behind you won't recover. So maybe we could hit their hand. It's not a bad play. It also can life gain. So this can life gain on the next turn at 0 mana investment. So this is your way to activate the Poisoner. No creatures. I think we are forced to Burst Lightning, so what they will do, opt into whatever they will draw. Alright, might get very scary. On the bright side, this token, well no, it will get 2/2/2 even on our turn. But the token is something we can kill with Poisoner if Bat survives. Alright, this is kinda important. By the way, they had empty board and we tried to butcher, yes, butcher their hand, so... But look at their board anyway. It's still 10 damage with haste. So not perfect, but we'll try to live with this. And this, you can see, man, this is so big. We life gain, which is already pretty nice, honestly. We increase the speed, and now the Poisoner can remove 1 creature because we life gain. I tell you, everything in this deck just clicks together. Stock up. Card you don't want to see, but at the same time you kinda want to see it, because that means you have at least 1 turn of normal gameplay instead of... So I wonder if one of those cards that they took was Mountain, in which case this is literally the perfect draw. And we'll probably lose. We needed them to not hit land into Burst Lightning. This is incredibly strong. And what can we do here? You know what? Maybe we can just remove 1 creature. So which one you get rid of? This one, because this one is amplified and this one has equipment, so if they make a new one, the equipment goes to the new one and it becomes a 1/1. This is 2/2 forever, so we always go for this one. Small things, but they matter. We could go another Bat. They can go for, you know, level 3, but hopefully they won't draw land into talent, into Burst Lightning. Slick Shot. I think this will be the Sellsword. Slickshot is incredibly annoying, don't get me wrong. Man, it's really annoying. But I still think this is the play. Getting extra speed might matter a lot. Like, we have tons of removals, so Slickshot shouldn't be like... Oh my god, they instantly... Okay, with this we lost. Like, they got so many cards! How aggro deck is having so much value? Oh boy, it's an aggro deck and also a control deck at the same time. Alright, enough Sloth. It's fine, it's fine. You'll just take your damage for the day, and you will go into the next one. I'll be honest, we were winning 2 times in this game, but the draw from the top got them incredibly ahead again. I can go with Shelly, which will be probably too late, but I think I have to. They can already go for Burst Lightning, but then they cannot double spell probably, because this is not a spell, it's just an ability, so then Cory doesn't activate. I think the only chance we have is this. I could hit Slick Shot, but then I cannot cast anything else, and that's super bad. Alright, the life gain matters a lot, man. Like, we are back at 8, And we have good blocker. Okay, what they're taking? They have 2 mana because they drew a land. Is there a chance? I'm really not convinced, but maybe? Man, if we recover a 3rd time from those draws, that would be insane. But this forces us... They cannot double spell, that's super important. They have double core, don't forget. I think I think we can still do it. No way, man. Because we have so much life gain in this deck. See? And now we can kill the creature, and suddenly we actually can do it. I can double spell. I will gain 4. Okay, so we go for the Heist. We don't give them any cards. Leave nothing behind. Now we swing. Nice swing with everything. The board is empty. I think we need to go for lethal. Like, this is a lethal scenario. So if you ever wanted to see Sloth that goes for the face, here's your game plan. We are at 7. We kill the creature, we have lifelinker, and I think we should, after all of those draws, still win, man. Oh my god, here it starts. It's not the worst draw, but it's definitely a good one. Into stock up. Alright, they just got... Man, 3-4 spells basically on a single draw. Every time you think it's over, they just top deck the whole board from the top. And they got removal. Will I really die after all of this? They actually won with a single draw. I want to point out, there was nothing in the board at the start of the turn, and it's 11-9. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I was making it. This deck slaps, man. We ranked up with this one and I enjoyed it so much. Maybe because we played so many red decks, but it just felt perfect. Poisoner is great together with all the other cards. Momentum Breaker can life gain, and this deck has a lot of things that perfectly click. Like Shelly is extremely good card that also life gains at the draw step, right? Because you draw a card every turn, you instantly gain 2 life. That means you can hit Poisoner on 2 toughness creature already, and very often all the aggro decks are fully tapped because they invested everything into dealing face damage. And then this just goes 2 for 1, and it is a creature they are forced to remove. So if they don't have this burst lightning, this just goes so hard, man. Like, even life gaining 3-4 extra life is already the difference between winning the game and losing the game. With Duress and Heist, you have so many ways to interrupt them. Virtue of Persistence is removal I already love, and it's just literally perfect. It's like 3 different cards in one, because first it's a removal, second it's life gain that triggers, gives the Poisoner ability to remove something, and third is like a win con. So everything is just, man, perfect. And the bat also is working amazingly, letting you set up the Annex, and of course also life gaining just a little bit, so you can sometimes drop Poisoner on turn 3 and already remove, a 1-drop basically, like Otter or something that isn't pumped to toughness. And Revenant, absolutely amazing, not only giving you this lifing but also death touching every of those creatures and flying, so suddenly they become even more scary for your opponent. While Annex and Sanctuary, including the Shelly, Sheoldred is not a demon, but it kinda works like a demon, protecting you from the downside of Annex. So in a way you have like 12 cards that will give you more time to just set up the win. And with Annex you have 2 cards in one, it also life gains, like everything is just perfect. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me in the comments if you want more decks like this, because I had a blast playing this one. And yeah, thank you to all of the patrons that allow this to happen, and if you ever wanted to help making content, check out the Patreon, you might like it. And huge thank you to everyone that already did this, especially our veterans. You guys are awesome, and thank you so much for helping make those videos. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you had a blast, and see you guys tomorrow.